Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Level Up Report, where we talk about gaming news and anything gaming related. This week, we're going to go over our E3 2019 predictions, and we're going to start off with Microsoft. So, honestly, I think they're probably going to start off with Gears of War 5, maybe some Halo Infinite, and I think they might actually bring up some of their third party studios that they mentioned last year, which would probably help because other than pretty much like the same showings they've been showing for a few years, they don't really have that much to offer at E3, honestly. But they'll probably show off more of their next Forza game, which, let's be honest, it's always they always bring in like an expensive car or just show off their really fancy graphics. And honestly, I kind of grew out of Forza after a while. Hope they kind of changed it around, but I don't know. I think the focus is going to be the third party studios, and probably see more of those in other conferences. Like they'll bleed over. I think it'll be introduced in Microsoft. I don't know. What do you think?
Um, Definitely third party. That's the most exciting news because it will lead up to the next console, like what that brings. Because like the current generation, they were really lackluster compared to Sony. Sony definitely blew them out of the water, left them in the dirt. So Microsoft have to catch up. By acquiring all these third parties, they're gonna be on the same playing field. So I'm excited to see what they bring. And usually maybe we get some like the time exclusive. Maybe it goes over to Sony
Maybe it
eventually.
goes on to Microsoft for a bit.
hmm
That could
So
do it.
and I'm sure we'll get it for PC
PC,
sooner
yeah,
than
they seem to be more committed to putting things to PC. I mean, you could see it with the Halo Master Chief Collection, which they're going to release it later in this year.
I gotta check that out. Especially if they upgraded the graphics to modern days
Oh
visuals.
yeah,
I will
in that
definitely
collection they
buy it.
upgraded every single game, so the graphics are on par with modern games now, and all the campaigns are co-op. So it's
Nice,
something we got to
nice.
play together.
Yep.
But honestly, unless they show new hardware of their new console, I don't really know if they have that much to show for this. It seems like they're definitely trying to plan for the future, but I don't think it's this year is when they're ready to show all that their the work behind the scenes, you know. But anyway, next is going to be Bethesda on Sunday, which I remember I hated it the first time because it was just randomly at night. It's like at 9 at night, which honestly they'll probably show maybe some hints of Starfield or Elder Scrolls 6, but actually I'm not sure about that since they already showed a teaser last year. It's like, hey, we're still working on this, guys. It's more of a reminder that so in case people think they forgot about it.
Reminder. Well, let's hope they maybe bring some different things except just like a visual scene, maybe
Just like
some
a
like
splash,
gameplay.
like a title, like
Yeah, it was just a
thing.
title. It was title splash for Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6. I
Yeah,
want some like action. I want some like characters. I want to see something with substance, not just like, hey, here you go, nothing, nothing. Here's a name.
they got nothing to show.
Here's a name. Here's a cutscene kind of thing with the environment, sky, mountain, space. Here's a name. There's absolutely nothing right there.
I I think they're honestly planning for the next generation. I don't think it's gonna get released for this generation. Definitely not.
Well, next generation. Hopefully, they have next generation systems in place. I don't want them using their old
Like
old
engine and like
yeah,
assets and everything.
yep.
They already said they're committed to using their creation engine or whatever it was. Like for
Uh,
Starfield, I know they mentioned it in the past. Like they're gonna keep
crea-
using that engine. Like,
So,
oh, that's
how
really
old
dated.
is Creation Engine? Is it back with like
That's been
Oblivion?
like since maybe since like Elder Scrolls 3 or 4
That's really old.
or
That's
like
really
Fallout
old.
3. Like it's that old.
Well, people have been saying that they should get with the times and just pay Epic Games to use their engine.
I think they
Yeah.
should. Like every time I looked at a new Bethesda RPG, it's like it always looks way too dated like for the time it comes out.
And it's
Like
buggy as fuck
yeah,
too.
it's buggy as hell too. So
Definitely not
they
worth it.
really need to they're really familiar with it, which I get. It's like it's very it's like a
Are you
comfy feeling.
sure they're familiar with it? If
Well,
it's
I
so
say that, but that's the and they come out with Fallout 76, so I don't know
yeah,
about that.
just as buggy too. Well,
But
moving on.
yeah, so I want to say that the Wolfenstein expansion for Wolfenstein 2 is probably going to come out this year. Um, Probably maybe fall, maybe around October, because I think they usually release Wolfenstein around that time. But we'll see. I didn't really like Wolfenstein 2. I think they decreased in quality, but we'll
The
see.
reboot compared to the
The reboot
original?
was really good. I think the
Okay.
sequel to that wasn't that good. I
Oh,
think it
okay.
was average,
Okay.
but that was me. But if we're gonna go by trends that Bethesda usually goes, they'll probably like mention the new Elder Scrolls Online expansion coming out in like I think it's coming out this month or something. And they'll probably mention Elder Scrolls Blades and how successful it was and blah 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 blah. Even though it's
That's
riddled with microtransactions.
that's the mobile game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never tried it.
I don't think it's worth it. They've got everything wrong with mobile games, like timers, really expensive like bundles and everything like
Oh
that.
god. Sounds
It's really
horrible.
bad.
Sounds horrible.
And I think they're gonna mention Fallout 76, but I don't think that's a good idea, honestly.
They
It's
get
still
booed
fresh on
so
everybody's
bad.
mind.
Yeah, they get booed so bad.
Honestly, they've got a really big uphill battle because of how they've been acting and treating their fan base. That's on them. But honestly, I think the star of this like their show is going to be Doom Eternal because everything I've seen up until then, like seeing the trailer and just hearing about it, it looks really good, and I can't wait to play it because it looks just like more Doom than I wanted.
Yep. That might be the only successful title coming out.
Yeah, um, I hope it turns out really well. Hope
Yeah.
it comes out this year.
As long as it's similar to the other one and without any microtransaction or any resemblance of those shitty games, it should be successful.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they'll show more gameplay of it, and if they don't, I think that'd be making a big mistake. But next is going to be Ubisoft, and if I know Ubisoft, they're probably going to show off Just Dance for the I don't know how many games there are now.
Well, at this point in time, I don't think they should be releasing game like a disc. They should release it as a service, live service. Because like when I actually had one of Just Dance games, and they only give you what 20 songs, but then they like throw at you this like purchase this
There's like a
subscription.
crap ton of DLC songs you have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
buy.
yeah. Uh-huh. Like purchase this subscription, you get all this other stuff. So at this point, they should just make it a live service game with like make it free. Like make it free. It comes with maybe like I don't know, like some stuff, rotate the songs around, and then just make it like that. Honestly, stop throwing out new discs and try making people buy the same shit over and over again.
I don't
Make
know.
it,
I think this year is going to highlight for me like how many like service things Ubisoft has. Because if you think you like Rainbow Six Siege, you got Division 2, you got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I would say is even a live service game because there's so much microtransactions in it. And I keep forgetting, but there's For Honor,
that's another
and I
live
forget that
service.
still exists. But yeah, it honestly is highlighting to me like how much they really are into this whole live service model.
It's making them money.
It is
People still
making them
buying
money
it.
for sure,
People still
and
buying.
yeah, they're gonna follow where the money is. And if they're still making money, like a lot of money, I mean, can't argue against it. It's just personally, I'm not into all that. That's like that's too much for me. And I think I've heard things about Beyond Good and Evil 2 might be a live service game.
I don't know how because the first game was single player.
Yeah, it was a single player like adventure game.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're gonna do that. I hope
for
they
them to
don't do
do
that.
that. I mean, for them to do it, it has to be an original story, just in the same universe. That's it.
Well, it's a prequel.
Prequel, same character.
Yeah, for the first trailer, they hinted at, do you know the main character of the first game, Jade?
Never really
Well,
played a
if you
game.
didn't, she's in the trailer, but she's younger.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm not normally into prequel games, but maybe it'll change my mind.
I don't know. Microtransaction. One of your
I'm
most hated
don't know.
enemies.
Ubisoft is they're not as bad as like EA and stuff, but they could be greedy when they want it. But actually, there was a pretty confirmed leak about the new next Watch Dogs game, which is called Watch Dogs Legion. And apparently, you can take control of NPCs wherever you like want. I don't know how that's gonna work.
So like sci-fi or like what's the mechanic behind
I'm
it?
not sure. Like, is it like one person taking control, or is I don't know how that works. Because usually these games are rooted in reality. Like, there's nothing supernatural about it. Like, it's
Yeah,
all
that's
just
what I thought.
technology and
That's what I thought.
yeah. I don't
Like,
know. We'll see more probably. I it's been confirmed by like Kotaku and like Jason Schreier and all that. They had a good track record for these things. Take his word. Probably see it. But well, next up is going to be Square Enix, and actually, I'm the most excited about this one for one game only, and it's been pretty strong rumors now, and that's the Marvel Avengers game. Actually, I think you know some more details about it than. Did you say it was going to be like a looter game?
oh no, that's just something I'm hoping for, like wishful thinking, because I know that it's multiplayer, and you control up to like there's like you could control six of the Avengers. So I'm thinking like maybe you could apply the Diablo format to it because there wasn't much um that was told about the gameplay mechanics. So I was just trying to like like wishful thinking like if they like put a Diablo twist to it, it'd be a really fun game.
Actually, yeah, that would make sense because when I was looking at the teaser for it, like when it was first announced, it had like Hulk glasses and like, Captain America shield. It looked like it's going to have the original Avengers. Whether or not it's going to be a straight up like beat 'em up action game or anything like that, or maybe a looter Diablo kind of game, I don't know. I think it would be different if they did like want, but to be honest, I'm leaning towards they're probably gonna just make it like an action game, maybe like a third person action game, or maybe like a tactics game. I don't know. They could go a lot of places.
Oh, tactical. I didn't think about that. That'd be fun as well. That'd be
I'm
fun.
always into more tactical. Give me more like XCOM s games. Maybe you control like pick and choose like and mix and match different superheroes together for a squad. I don't
Mhm.
know. That could be fun. Like I love tactics games.
Well, there's another rumor going around that they're trying to make a no. I think it's confirmed right now. Marvel's game universe with Spider-Man like heading it. They're gonna try to put Avengers into it and expand it. So that'd
Was
be
it Square
exciting.
Enix that published The Spider-Man
No,
game? No, it was Sony,
no.
right?
It was Sony. I think it was some Sony exclusive game.
Hmm.
I'm not sure who made it.
I think it was Insomniac. It was
Yes,
whoever made
yeah,
the
Insomniac Games.
uh those other superhero games when you control a guy called Cole and he had electric superpowers. Infamous. Infamous
Yeah.
is it. Infamous games. Pretty sure. But yeah,
Okay.
it might be.
Yeah. I
I don't know.
mean, why not? Marvel got all those like licenses. Avengers making a shit ton of money in comic books and movies.
The
Marvel's going
timing is a
strong
little weird though. Like I wish it was released a little bit before because we
before the
just got
movie.
the last Avengers movie in this
Yeah.
particular like phase.
But if they could tie it in towards like the story of Endgame, maybe it will
Maybe.
hype up this game a lot. Like the setting will be around that area.
I think yeah. I think this is actually a good time for it since people are like very happy with how it turned out.
Hmm.
Avengers Endgame.
Hmm.
So it might get people back into superheroes in a really hard way while they're waiting for the next phase of movies to come out. But yeah, it could do really well. I don't think it won't.
Well, it's good for Square Enix part because lately they haven't been really getting much success with their games.
That's true. I always mix up for some reason Square Enix and Capcom because I know Capcom's doing really well right now.
Yeah, they were in a slump too back
Yeah,
when Resident Evil 6 was released.
but they bounced back ever since Resident Evil 7
With Resident Evil 2 remake.
and Devil May Cry 5
Yep, true.
and Monster Hunter World.
As hopefully Square Enix will
Yeah, I
follow
hope so
along with
too.
this new Avengers game.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure like Square Enix is going to mention the Final Fantasy 14 expansion. Maybe show a trailer. It's like, hey, we're still making this. Whether or not people are interested, maybe I don't know. But
Um,
finally, there's going to be Nintendo with their Nintendo Direct. Honestly, out of all of them, I'm not sure about this one because Nintendo has a history of making surprise announcements that I can't really predict because they just suddenly sometimes just pull out franchises that you haven't seen in a while, except for F-Zero for some reason. I still want an F-Zero game ever since GX on the GameCube, but they'll probably stick to like Fire Emblem, maybe a new Mario game. Not necessarily like a 3D Mario, but maybe like 3D World, like those kinds of games. And maybe show some more stuff about Pokemon. Probably mention Super Smash Bros., the next character, whoever's coming on the season pass, and Super Mario Maker 2. Maybe they'll show up some more details. But other than that, they can't really show off uh Metroid Prime 4 because that got delayed, pretty much starting back from scratch. But actually, I heard you mention that I can't believe I forgot about Bayonetta 3,
yeah, they got the exclusive license.
which I forgot about because that's what got me hyped up about a Switch. Because like I'll play Bayonetta 3 because I love the first two games.
Your Switch is collecting dust right now. You should
It
let it
actually
roll.
is. I haven't really touched it. I'm hoping like a series of first party titles will get me back to playing my Switch because right now there's nothing. But we'll see. But that's gonna do it for our predictions. Let us know what you think is gonna show up for this E3, and next week we'll be going over what shows up at the conferences. We'll see you guys then.